Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I am excited to be here today. I'm excited to share with you my February florals. I'm calling them February Lovely Florals because they're just lovely. They're just so pretty. I am super excited about them. I love the colors. I love how they turned out, the pattern that was used, and all the things. And let me just kind of bring it as close as possible. The camera's not really giving a great exact color, but it's very, very close. So I love how this turned out, and I love the pinks and the maroons and the grays and the little tiny splashes of green in there, and this cream color in this rose and the florals, and it's just so pretty. And so I am looking forward to February and working on my budget in February with these particular budget sheets. So I'm just going to go through all my listings, and I'll show you on my iPad as well with these listings what you can purchase, and with this decoration at the top, and the sizes that come with the actual purchase. You actually get 3 sizes in every listing that I have. The only time I don't do 3 sizes if it's something that doesn't need it, like things like some of my savings challenges, I don't put those in 3 sizes. Usually people just print one full page anyway, and they don't think about it sizing it down, though if you choose to, you can size it down for yourself to fit whatever you need, but I don't design it with cut lines. But these budget sheets I have in my shop, and I design them with cut lines. You print them on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper on a regular printer at your home. No changing anything. I do recommend you print them at 100% so they would match the cut lines to the actual size you're supposed to be cutting with when it comes to the Classic Happy Planner and the A5 size. But this is what I have. So this is my favorite budget sheets, where you just print them out and print what you need and go on from there. And you can print them several times, because every month I only give the month in the calendar section, and it only lasts for that month that's dated. After that, nothing, all the other budget sheets still have the same pattern, but it doesn't really have to be in the month of February that you use them. You can use them in the entire year and just print them over and over again. You purchase them once for a very low price. So I'm super excited to get into this. So the first thing I have here is my February calendar. It is dated, and I have a note section over here, and basically I use this for 2 different sections. I use this for my monthly bills, and then I print this again and have this for my expense tracker. So, and I'll show you in just a minute how I modify mine. But if you have purchased this and you want it modified, regardless of what size it is, and I have over here my iPad, so let me see if I can pull up my calendar for February. It's under my Lisa's Faith Budget Plan, February Lovely Florals. Let's open that up. Here's the calendar. And let me make sure there's no glare from the lamps that I got going on here. So this is what the listing looks like. This is what it looks like. Same thing as this here. The color in the listing is very true. Sorry about the text messages pop-ups. And then let's see. Here's with the Classic Happy Planner. It's got the cut lines. It's easy for you to cut and make your own and still have room to punch. Let's see. And then on the A5 size and room for the holes over here. So, and what I've done is I take actual Classic Happy Planner paper and I lay it over that, and that's what fits within those boundaries, and that's where I came up with my cut lines. So there's my calendars. You get all 3 listings in one $2 purchase here, and you can try all of them and see which one you like the best. But as far as a custom order, if you wanted to do a custom order, you can go here. Sorry, my lamp is really close to me. A custom budget sheet, and then you click on this. Now I have not changed all my background listings, but I will be getting to this eventually. But this is the example, and you can put your text anywhere you want in here. Here is like the example for the sinking funds, and I've had somebody actually do this where they had like 60 some sinking funds that they wanted listed over here. And so I put the title here, and she, could put the rest of the information in herself. And but I had all 60 listed. She just prints them out every month, and it works for her. So that is pretty awesome. It's a $3 custom listing, and I can do that with any of my budget sheets. All you gotta do is email me through Etsy, and what I would do is we'll email back and forth on what you're looking for, and I can put like paydays down. I can put like the little dot with the $sign to represent a payday. I can put your bills in here, and I would just use a black font. I wouldn't do like a sticker label or anything like that. I was just like, it would be this font, and then it would have your bills on the dates that you want them. Or if you want something modified in the note section, we can definitely do that. I will show you what I do in my February calendars that I personalize for myself. So here's my grocery, household, restaurants, miscellaneous, gasoline, and unbudgeted. I put a little box so I can highlight the little boxes so I can highlight the corners of my expense stickers, and I can put down and easily see which is a grocery, which is a restaurant, and all that stuff. So that's what I do for my spending categories for my weekly check-in. And then I also have over here in this calendar, which is my monthly calendar at the beginning for my bills. I lay all my bills down with stickers, and then I come over here and I have all the pays for my husband. I use stickers here to kind of go income and expenses and things like that. But these are all the things that go onto my Visa as subscriptions that are important to us. So I make sure those happen because they're not on my bill calendar. And I could put them over here, but I don't want to confuse the two. This is a Visa. This is all my bills that come out of my bank account. So I have to check two different accounts, and that's why I have it separated. But that's how I modify. I could do something like that. Yeah, that's what a custom order is. It's what you need customized for you. So here is my monthly budget, is what I call it. It is income, bills, and expenses. I used to carry variable and fixed, but they're not selling very well. So I'm going to stop selling those for a while and just leave this in the shop. But if you are interested in variable and fixed, I absolutely could definitely have that available. I just don't have it as a listing to sell. As you can see, I modified this one. Normally my, let's see here. Normally my budgets look like, let me find it real quick. Here we go. I think this one's it. So when I sell these monthly budgets, it's income, bills, and expenses. And the cool thing is they're PDFs. So if you have GoodNotes, Notability, or anything like that, you can download it to that and use their text writer and put on the text onto your iPad and save it onto the PDF sheet and use it there. And this is kind of what it would look like here. But if you print it out on paper, this is kind of what it would look like. And normally I would have like 5 lines for income, and you have your total lines for income. I put 10 for myself. I modified mine. So this is definitely a custom order that we can do. If you have a specific number of things, we can put what the company is you work for, or, your name as salary, or your name as pay, and your spouse's name as pay, or whatever you want that works for how you typically budget. That would be fun. And then you can list all your bills and expenses, or you can do it variable and fixed. Just let me know in the custom order and I can do that. And then we also have all 3 sizes. And for some reason my iPad does not want to respond. There we go. Classic, Happy Planner, and A5. And they have the cut lines. And these are just the rest of the things on there. So, but yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know these are things available in my shop. And if you're looking for decorative budget sheets. So, 2-page budget. This also comes in a single page where it's just income and bills and expenses. I don't have one printed, but if you look in my shop, you'll see it in my shop. The next thing I have is paycheck to paycheck. So I have paycheck 1, 2, and 3. Oops. And then I have 4 and 5. So I sell one PDF package with 5 PDF pages, and it comes in all 3 sizes, and you get 6 income. No, you don't. You get 1, 2, 3, 4 income. This one's mine personalized, but typically it's just 4 income and then all these lines for bills and expenses. I do this because my husband on the first paycheck of the month is actually several paychecks combined. So it's military retirement, VA disability, what was balanced forward from the previous month, rent, and then anything extra. Sometimes things will pop up, VA education and stuff like that. So a lot of checks come in the front end of the month for us, and I like having them out individually. So that's why I modify mine. But usually 4 is enough for most people. If they have 1 income or 2 incomes, theirs and their spouses, during a certain time period, or just theirs, and they're balancing forward what was left from the previous month. And then maybe they sold something on Facebook Marketplace, or they got a refund, or they got money for selling stuff, from a side business or whatever. So this is usually enough for most people. And that's why all my budget sheets, including Paycheck 1, have 4 lines. But I can definitely modify it if you need it. And it comes in all 3 sizes if you are looking for that. Let's see here. I smeared that one. And then weekly check-in. This is not new, but new. So I usually have a 2-page weekly check-in. If you watch my January budgets right now, you will see that I have a 2-page weekly check-in that has week 5 over here, and then a notes section. Well, I kind of figured that most people don't do it that way. And they're probably not interested in this budget sheet because it's not all in one page, and it has 5 weeks. So I decided to make it one budget sheet, and I decided to put all 5 weeks on one, which did make the lines smaller in between, but not too much, and still have the header at the top. So I was able to fit it all in, and I absolutely love it. Though I will miss my notes page, but I do create my own notes pages and put them in my planner. So I will definitely be putting that in there. And yeah, I love this. I do my weekly check-in. There are 5 spaces here for 5 categories. If you budget a certain amount and then how much you spent and what the balance is, you can carry that balance over to the next week, or you can take that balance and save it in a savings challenge, things like that. So this is a great budget sheet. I love it, and it's so pretty. I am in love with these florals. Transaction log. I like using these for daily transactions. Usually I put it on a calendar and stickers, and that's what you see that goes with my weekly check-in. As you saw earlier, where I had grocery, household, restaurants, miscellaneous, gasoline, those are my categories. But I do that so I can film. I actually prefer the transaction log, and my transaction log has those categories names, and I just put the date, the amount, and description and balance. So if I'm adding money, I make it positive. If I'm taking money out, I make it negative, and I just have a running balance of that specific category, so I know to the penny what I have available daily in that category, and it keeps me from overspending for the most part. And sometimes I choose to overspend. Savings tracker. This is really important. And actually I have these out of order. Let's start with sinking funds, and then I'll go to savings tracker. So sinking funds. This is a category sinking fund where you, whether you do cash envelopes for sinking funds, this is a great tracker for that. Whether you do online with a bank account, like a savings account, checking account, whatever it is you use, you write your categories, your beginning balances, how much you added for the month, and how much you took out, and what the ending number balance was for each category and for a total, so you can true up your account. So that is a very popular, one of my best-selling listings in my shop. And I mean, just look at those florals. They're so pretty. I just love them. I love them. Oh my goodness. And then I have savings trackers. Now, this savings tracker is modified for me where it has category. I run my savings tracker which is a separate savings account from my sinking funds. I have two. If you watch my videos, I'll do my sinking fund savings tracker in the same video, and I run them the same. I just know this sinking funds is one savings account, and this savings tracker is a separate savings account for me. Some people use checking, some people use savings, some people use cash. It just depends on what works best for you, and that's what you need to do. And having a place to track that is very important. But when I sell it in my shop as a savings tracker, people prefer it actually. Let me go back, and I'll show you what my shop looks like as far as savings tracker. Oh, there it is. I had to find it for a second there. It's actually date, beginning, what you added, what you took out, and what you're ending. So that is the tracker you're going to get as far as your purchase in my shop. I just happen to modify mine. And the cool thing is, it's a single budget sheet. You can put it on your tablet, your iPhone, whatever, wherever you have GoodNotes or Notability or whatever those different PDF writable things are. I'm not very familiar with them, but I know people that have used it this way, and I've tried it myself. Sorry about the text. My family's going through something apparently. And so this is really a positive way of doing it and using it and not have to print anything. So that's kind of cool. But I do sell it with the date instead of category. And that's just because that's what works for me. That's how I modified it for me. I can modify it for you that way. If that's what you want, it would be a custom listing. But all you gotta do is let me know and give me an email. So I have two savings trackers though. This savings tracker here, where it's just, kind of a log of savings. And then if you prefer and this reminds me of when I watched videos on people who had sinking funds, and you can call this sinking funds if you wanted. We can rename it and say sinking funds instead of savings tracker and savings categories. But starting balance, the amount you added, the amount you took out, and the ending balance, where they compartmentalize in their Capital One 360, where there's a vacation, there's this, there's that, and it's all named separately, and the dollar amount is adjusted for you in that online account. That is pretty awesome. So this is like a paper version of that, and I absolutely love it. Definitely customizable. Even your categories can be put in if you would like. Just order it through the customize instead of ordering it through the downloads of the actual listing. Yeah, that would be awesome. So here we go. I'm all about the customizing today. I have a debt tracker. Now I am consumer debt free, meaning the only debt I actually have is the mortgage on my house. Everything else is paid off. My credit card stays paid off. I have no car loans. I have no personal loans. I have no credit card loans. I just don't have any other loans, and I don't even have all my all my cell phones are paid off. Payphones, good grief. Anyway, so debt tracker and debt snowball tracker. So they're very similar, just like the savings trackers I have over there. I just labeled it a little bit different. Here you have the date, the debt that you're paying, the starting balance, how much you paid, interest being charged, and then the ending balance. This is the same thing. It's just instead of having one line going across, you have these boxes, and you have 8 boxes kind of putting it all together, especially if you don't need all these lines and you prefer seeing it this way. A lot of people like this, especially if you have school loans and you have those individual loans within your one school loan, and you want to break it down, which is being paid off faster and how it's being paid off. That is great for that. This is great if you have some credit cards and you're just doing one lump sum that you're paying to your school loan instead of breaking it down individually. It just depends. And I know school loans right now, I think they're still being deferred for now until March. I'm not sure, but now's a great time to kind of take a look at those and dive in and see what the numbers actually are, and then where it's going to pick up at and what you're going to have to start paying regularly once they actually start charging again. You want to be prepared for that. I was lucky enough to pay off my school loan in October 30th of 2020. And that was the last of our debt that we had to get paid off. And I think 15 months is when I paid off our $44,000 worth of debt. And I actually have a debt payoff video. I might post that in the cards up here or in the description box below. Check that out. And you watch me actually make my final school loan payment with Fed loans. So it was such a relief to do that and not delay on that. It was amazing, and it's felt amazing ever since. So, but I have these debt trackers, even though I don't have to currently use them. I did use this debt tracker. I separated all my school loans and all my credit cards and all the things. And anytime I brought on debt, I used this, and it forced me to kind of push through on paying that loan faster. Now in the future, if we like purchase a vehicle and get a loan, or if we use our credit card for whatever reason and have to make monthly payments, I would definitely go back to using this again immediately and work on paying off that debt all over again. So that's awesome. And then I have this credit card log. Now, most people don't, do a credit card log. This was my way of keeping myself out of debt by using a credit card. It makes it hurt. And from what science has said in studies in the past, swiping that card, that debit card, that credit card, people get in a lot of trouble because it really doesn't hurt as much than turning over cash. I don't even like to carry cash. I'm so afraid of losing it. So credit card log, I want to track it and make sure I stay within balance. I use it every month ever since I created it. It has been the best thing I've ever done. And basically I start every month, and the first of the month, and then what I put here usually on the first month is 0. I just start with 0, and then I say balance forward, and then I say what I owe from the previous month, and then what the available credit is. And then I go here with payments and any transactions that are charged. I use this so I can just put subscriptions on my credit card and have those show up on here, and I watch the balance grow. And I also notice if I'm charging too much, or it makes it intense for me to charge. I don't just look at my credit card once a month and when it's due. I look at it almost daily to make sure there's no charges that aren't being charged by me. I've had my credit card compromised twice in the past few years, and so I've had to get new card numbers, and it's just been crazy. But this, by catching it early, it's amazing that we can get new cards and keep going. It's a struggle because you do have to change your information and all those subscriptions, but if you keep track of them well enough, it's not too bad. So, but the credit card log has definitely helped me a lot, keeping my credit card under control and not carrying too much of a balance every month. As long as I can have the cash in the bank, I can definitely pay it off. Then I don't worry about it too much, but I don't allow myself to get too high in the credit limit here. Then I have cash envelopes. I love these things, and I can't wait to cut one of these and start using it, because last month in February, I did a savings challenge, and not February, in December. In December, I did a savings challenge where for every like or thumbs up you gave me on my videos, and this is still going on in January, I saved $1. For every comment in the description box or emoji put in the description box, I saved $2. And for every new subscriber to my channel, I saved $5. So last month, I actually saved $180. I'm super excited. So I have cash, and I've decided to pull it out in cash and use my cash envelopes that I print for my savings challenges with the YouTube channel. And what I'm doing is saving up to buy a new camera so I can quit using my phone and hopefully have good quality for you guys on my channel, on filming and all the things. So this is what I have here. And that's the first part. And I know a lot of you have come over from 40 and Broke with Leroy, and he has given me a shout out and talked about my challenge. Y'all making me broke in my savings challenge, which is awesome. And I'm loving you guys, and I appreciate all the comments and all the things. So yeah, thank you for the encouragement. I really, really appreciate it. So I hope you enjoy the content and everything. And I hope to do a shout out video just to thank you guys too, in case you don't get to the end of this video. But these are my cash envelopes, and this is the design I'm using for the month as far as the header goes. And there's 6 designs in total, and these are so pretty. And if you like Sarah Marie stickers, I have February stickers, and I did not realize this until I opened my February stickers the other day, but we purchased the same sticker design as far as pull the right page up, as far as patterns here that we're using in our digital, she's using them in sticker products, I'm using them in digital products. So it's the same design. So if you look here, this sticker here matches this pattern here with the gold and all that. It's just the same pattern. She just uses a smaller version of it, and then she put a font words over it. I used them and put them in cash envelopes. And then if you look at this washi and look at this, here's the heart, there's the heart, and same flowers, same exact flowers. So Sarah Marie and I used the same patterns this month, and I thought, wow, that's so cool. I picked the same patterns she did. And unintentionally, I had no intention to do it that way. And then here's some of the other patterns. I thought these were really pretty. Besides the florals, this is very romantic, it reminds me of French, and it reminds me of romance and the macaroons and the balloons and the mask self-care stuff. And this would be a great self-care envelope, to be honest with you. A shopping envelope, you got the perfume and this little thing that says I love you, and the package and stuff like that. It's so pretty. I love that. And then I love this one, definitely girly florals and the heart flowers and the high heel shoes and the books and stuff. It's really, really cute. And the lighting's changing because the sun's coming out. It was very dark a minute ago. So, and the last one is my ultimate favorite. I don't know why, other than to me, it sparkles. So these little white bursts within the flowers and the roses coming out of the container there is just so cute. I'm not big into high heels. I can't wear high heels, but the rest of the stuff is just so pretty to me. I just love this gray and the pink. It's just really, 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 really nice. I love it. So those are my cash envelopes. All cash envelopes come with, as soon as I grab it, you know what? I'm just going to use the iPad. Quit falling down. All right. So let's kind of close this out and find the cash envelope section. There we go. And I think, yep, there they are. And make sure it's not glaring and you can see it. There we go. So there's all 6 cash envelopes, and then you get these expense tracker. It's a printable. Basically, you get 3 on a piece of paper, and you cut them out. And you get 2 pages, so it just prints all of them at once. And then this cash teller slip is also printed on a sheet of paper, and you get 6 to 1 page. And you just cut them out, and then you can use them when you go get cash out of the from the teller, and say, you know, how many denominations you want, and you're good to go. And then you get all 6 of those printables, as you saw. This is just what they would look like folded up. And as you can see here, I actually show them what they look like when you print them. So you know exactly what you're getting. And yeah, that's everything. So, whew, I think I got through it all. That is my new releases. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff here. Pick what you want that is yours, that makes sense to you and how you budget. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I will do those savings challenges. And I hope you have an amazing and blessed day. Bye. Right now I'm standing in a corner.
I see you from across the room. It's kinda crowded here, but I know you see me too. Everybody's singing, oh, everybody's singing, oh.